I get a lot of questions about intermittent fasting, whether it's good for hypothyroidism, do I recommend it as a way to lose weight? And just like I often say about exercise, the answer is it depends. And the reason why the answer for fasting and exercise are the same is that both of them are extremely stressful in the body. They're meant to be stressful. It's in fact that stress that encourages our body to get stronger. Like actually when you lift weights, you make micro tears in your muscles, or when you do some sort of weight-bearing exercise, you make teeny tiny little micro fractures in your bones, and it's in repairing those that you actually get stronger. So the stress actually makes us stronger. And this is a phenomenon known as hormesis. So here in this paper from Nature, it talks about how does hormesis impact biology, toxicology, and medicine. Hormesis refers to the adaptive responses of biological systems to moderate environmental or self-imposed challenges through which the system improves its functionality and or tolerance to a more severe challenge. So for example, an exposure to a stressor that might be dangerous in a large amount, like say if I jumped off a building, my bones wouldn't be able to take it. But if I do a lot of jumping or weight-bearing exercises, those small impacts on my bones actually makes them stronger, right? The same kind of impact, just a smaller scale, actually makes me stronger. So what does this have to do with fasting and exercise? Well, one, I just said, by exercising, we actually stress our bodies. It's meant to be stressful so that our bodies need to adapt, and that makes us stronger. Fasting is also meant to be stressful. Your body's meant to have the sense that there's no calories, there's no nutrition, and therefore it has to shift your metabolism and actually needs to, say, scavenge for protein. So we actually do something called autophagy, which means that it's called self-eating. We are actually cleaning up broken proteins and so on. It's the stress of not eating, the stress of going without food and nutrition that causes our bodies to get stronger and adapt. So what does that have to do specifically with thyroid issues? Well, when we're already suffering from a thyroid issue, when you have hypothyroidism or hyper or something like that, when you already feel like crap, the last thing you should do is be adding more stress. Think of it as like a glass, right? If you're already almost full with the stress your body is dealing with, you're exhausted, you have anxiety, you can't lose weight, you're cold, your body is already under stress. If you try to pour more stress on top, the glass is going to overflow. On the other hand, if you reduce the amount of inflammation and stress your body's handling, then you can actually pour on those beneficial stressors like exercise and fasting, and then they can actually help you. So what does that mean? It means start with the basics. Get the inflammation down in your body by changing your diet. If you are exhausted, don't go to the gym. That's the last thing you should do. If you're already feeling horrible after every meal, fasting is not what you need to do. What you need to do is get rid of the things that trigger autoimmunity, and I talk about that in other videos and on my website. Put in foods that actually nourish you. Don't count the calories. Eat healthy fats, healthy proteins, lots of vegetables. Do that first. When your body starts to recover, then you can do the more stressful things that will be beneficial rather than making everything worse.